Our motto this season for our young team is we must protect this house.
Underneath pass to Kaiser, and the layup is good.
Good job. All about fearing the turtle in the NCAA tournament. Fear the turtle. So far this season has been very rewarding. Every day is still a huge learning curve. Our first road trip was down into SEC territory. We were going to play a very talented Mississippi State team, and one that I was very concerned with for a lot of different reasons. You know, first and foremost, you talk about taking a young team on the road and the dynamics that always entails. You know, just your young kids never really understand fully until you can get into the environment just how difficult and how tough you have to be when you go into a new environment to play. I knew it was going to be an extremely tough test for our young team.
First road trip, I was really excited. You know, our whole team, we have so much fun together, so I just figured a road trip with them would be kind of out of control, pretty fun.
I want to let all of our Under the Shell fans, I want you to know, you know, first of all, we like to have fun on this team.
Coach B gets up and tells us there's a freshman, new player orientation type thing we have to go through.
Let me set the stage for you. We actually, when we went down to Mississippi State, I was talking to our director of basketball ops, Rhett Wierspa, and assistant coach Tina Langley, and had come up with this idea that I kind of felt like we should pull a prank, that we do a tradition here at Maryland, that every new player, new coach, staff member has to get up at the first team meal on the road and present kind of a talent show. Whenever the first person is ready, you can begin for us tonight. Mind you, though, I was going to tell the team that this was a tradition that we've done every year since I've been here at Maryland, now going into my 8th year. But privately and secretly, this was the first. And here's the catch. As you watch this, they still have no idea.
One of my favorite songs. Peanut butter and jelly. That's all I put in my belly. Peanut butter and jelly.
The first person up was Coach Chin. He had the courage and the confidence to step up and be the first.
Coach Chin, he just really brought his I don't want to say goofy, but his silly side out.
The fun thing about the night was, each and every person that got up for their talent act, I mean, they were so serious and wanted to perform the best act they possibly could. And I mean, I remember looking at the table and looking at Coach Atkins, and he was trying to figure out his rhythm for what he was going to do, and looking at Lori, and she was all in her head, later to find out when she had gone through all of the presidents, she was going through everyone in her head. She didn't speak the entire meal because she was going through the presidents in her head.
All right, so this is any talent, right? So I'm going to name the presidents of the 20th century. We're beginning 1896 was the start of his first term, but William McKinley served 2 terms through 1904.
Wow, Lori.
Following William McKinley, we have Theodore Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, the Rough Rider. He is followed by Taft.
Lori, she really amazed all of us.
Teddy came back, started the Bull Moose Party. got back into the lighthouse for another term. Following that, we have Warren Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover serves 28 to 32, FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and then Harry S. Truman takes over.
She did it all the way to 2009. It was amazing. Like she knew each and every one of them, so that was pretty amazing.
After Bill Clinton, George W. Bush for 2 terms, and can't remember that last thing.
Barack!
I think the cool thing about the night was the fact that every player, every staff member that got up and performed their act, it was like so true to their personalities. I mean, you know, it fit them. And I think that was kind of, as the night unfolded, you know, that they were able to just be themselves and do what made them feel the most comfortable.
I agree. I think everybody went to their strong suit. It just shows, like, we have a lot of different personalities on this team. Everybody's got their own characteristics. Everyone's unique.
I think that's the greatest thing about our team and about our family, is the fact that this is who we are, and we are going to love you through and through for who you are as a person.
That was a moment, like a bonding moment, you know, our first road game. So I think that's the time where we need to really bond with each other and get to know each other better, is on the road.
Coach B, I came here because Coach B realizes that you are a person and a basketball player. And Coach B is always trying to make us laugh, create memories, and I think that by doing this is gonna, especially for this young team, and I'm just glad I get to be a part of it, it's gonna create a memory that we're gonna remember forever. Remember that year that Coach B played the prank on all the new coaches and the new freshmen. So she's always trying to make us laugh and create great memories that I think we'll always remember that we got to share that together.
Go.
Offensively, a couple things. We want to make sure our first play call, all right, first time we get a setup play, we're going to go into thumbs away. Basketball-wise, the start of the season at times it was a little rocky, but great to be able to continue to challenge this team to find a level of consistency. You throw it in and we score it.
Basketball-wise, as a team, we started out, everybody's trying to figure out their roles this year. We've got Lynetta really is the only person who played a significant amount of minutes all last year. Then there's me and Angela, who've been here the longest, and Emery, of course. So
Here we go, y'all!
We had to step our game up. Like, Mississippi State was a good team, and it was 2 ranked teams going at it.
1, 2, 3, together!
With a young team, I mean, we can't look too far ahead and we can't look too far back. It's just the precious present. We've got to get better day by day. And there's going to be some bumps in the road. You know, we're all small enough to understand that. But how do we handle that?
Turks on 3, 1, 2, 3, Turks!
The Mississippi State game, you know, was not kind to us at all, and I think probably the thing that really hurt us was just our start. You know, Mississippi State got off to a very quick start.
It was, for me, even a shock. I'd never been in a situation like that where we were down by so much and had to play and try to, you know, help us come back.
Our freshmen, you know, struggled in this game, but, you know, you expect that. They really kind of rattled us, intimidated us, and put us, you know, on the back of our heels from the jump.
So for me, I think I didn't necessarily panic, but I got a little frustrated. There was a time when I kind of yelled at one of the freshmen, and I shouldn't have, but I think that shows, like, we're such a young team, like, we're all trying to grow up.
From our end, you know, we needed our veterans, and when I say veterans, we're talking sophomores, so we're still very young.
I think for all of us, it was weird changing roles, becoming like the veterans, you know, and I think having to switch to that it's been difficult, but I think the coaches have supported us and they've been really patient.
We needed our veterans to come out and be a little bit more solid and settle down our young players, but was very proud, like I told them, of the second half. We never quit. We came out, we battled. We really hung with them, played them to a tight game in the second half. Had we not have the first half in terms of putting ourselves so far behind, we could have been very successful. But just a great learning experience for us because these are the type of games we're going to see when we get ready for ACC conference play.
You know, we got our butts whooped, but as I was sitting there, I was just praying that we'll just learn from this.
That's disappointing, but obviously an area where we feel like we can fix and improve, you know, as long as we take these lessons that we learn from this game and try to go out and improve from this road test.
There was no smiles, no laughing on the plane. A lot of people just went to sleep and tried to, you know, get it off their minds. Probably there was a few players that probably lost sleep that night because, you know, nobody wants to take a loss like that. So from that point on, we took a stand. We decided to focus on being more mentally prepared, focusing on our scout more, working harder in practice, and bringing energy every day so that when we step out on the court against any opponent, away or at home, we'll be able to take care of them. I think that we've grown a lot since the Mississippi State game. We took that loss, and I think everybody came back and kind of reevaluated their personal game, their team game, and I think we came back with a lot more chemistry and a lot more focus.
You can tell we've definitely learned from that trip because I think that we faced adversity. So now we know we can face adversity, but we found tactics, like we got better at rebounding, got better at our defense, and I really think that loss brought us together even more because they don't want to feel what it felt like to lose again.
We've got to constantly be great communication tonight, all right? Defensively, we've already talked about the big three. And again, we're going to do a tremendous job on 44, you know, denying her catches.
Luton lobbying inside, batted away by Kaiser. Loose basketball picked up by Rogers.
Making it difficult, being physical, showing her this is ACC play.
Marginian quickly double teamed, and the ball stripped away by Kim Rogers.
All right, not CAA, it's ACC play in terms of the physicality that she's going to be able to see.
Well, the two big scorers for Drexel so far have yet to touch the basketball, and that's good defense and good scouting by the Terrapins.
Our defense has been something that we really feel like we should be able to hang our hat on this year.
And it's 67-54, and that's Brenda Fries in the background exerting her defense. Let's go, let's go.
It's something that we've put a lot of focus and concentration on as a staff. It's been a huge priority for us.
From the time we started our preseason workouts, defense has been the focal point of what we worked on. We went back to basics.
Now we got to talk weak side, what's going on, all right, weak side.
Fundamentals, working on defensive position, defensive stance, staying low the whole time. And I think it's worked for us.
But today we got better. We got better defensively, we got better as a team.
I think this team this year is more excited than about defense than teams in the past. I think everybody's willing to actually get down and do the dirty work and then take it back on offense and, you know, reward ourselves for the hard work we put in on the defensive end.
Shotchwang just behind the left block. Spin move to her left, off the glass and in.
I think that's where we're growing at the most is on defense because that's where people want to take pride at. You never want to get scored on or have one of your teammates scored on. So it's just like people just stepping up and playing defense.
Pass inside, it's stolen right away by Kaiser. A testament to the great Maryland defense.
Just really to see this young team, how much further ahead we are from a defensive end than any other place or team that we've had, it has been very refreshing and something that I feel like is going to help win us a lot of games.
Taylor with the steal and the score on the lay-in. Terrapins have won 41 straight here at Comcast Center. The Terrapins looking for their 42nd consecutive win at Comcast Center.
The boost that we get playing at home, we love playing in Comcast. I mean, our motto is we must protect this house. We've stolen it from Under Armour. And, you know, we take great pride playing at home in front of our loyal fans. And I think it says a lot about the tradition that we've been able to uphold here at Maryland. When you talk about 2.5-year home court winning streak and just all the players, the teams that are involved in that, we take great pride every time we step out on the floor to put on that Maryland uniform, and we know what it represents.
Terps inbound the basketball to Taylor in the backcourt. She's just going to let the clock run down. 10 seconds remaining. And the teams head for midcourt to shake hands with each other, as Maryland has won 42nd straight.
So tremendous job. Let's be smart with what we're doing here as we get ready. Another big week with Minnesota on Thursday.
Thursday night. Love to see a big crowd here because Minnesota is going to be a real test to that 42-game win streak here at Comcast.
1, 2, 3,
Terps!
On game days, I always try to be the first one on the court. So oftentimes, you still got people setting up chairs, getting hoops out from the men's practice, but you find even with all the chaos around you, people moving chairs and getting the benches ready and all the employees running around, you kind of find that inner calm because the court is like your sanctuary. It's kind of just a personal thing. It makes me feel comfortable to know that I beat everybody on the court because my whole premise as a basketball player is I'm going to outwork you. And that's kind of gives me confidence to know I put up more shots than anybody else on either team. And you know, that gives me confidence that I'm going to make shots because I practiced it and I've gotten repetitions. You know, and you just find that inner peace just being there out there shooting just you and a ball. And I really enjoy that.
Is that a little new pregame?
We have our coach of the games. We have Jim and Kathy Restor, and we have Mike and Barbara O'Hara. Thank you guys for all your support. We really do appreciate everything you guys do for us. So thank you.
Thank you. You see that high post screen that they set in their basic offense.
I just like listening to Coach speak, and she's very good at it, which is why she wins.
Oh, I was showing Brenda and the other coaches pictures of our two grandchildren who are Terps since they were born.
Oh, love the Maryland outfits. Oh, that's awesome. This game is about pride, okay? It is about pride. You take pride in the fact that they think they're a great rebounding team. You take pride in the fact that there's no way they're getting into the paint without a chuck tonight. Tonight we played the University of Minnesota here at home at Comcast Center. In the ACC Big Ten Challenge, and obviously it was kind of a unique game because I had coached at Minnesota back 8 years ago.
Congratulations on winning the national title.
Oh, thank you very much. You know, really great to be able to see those fans. Those fans are really passionate, just like our fans here at Maryland are.
I think it meant a lot to her, especially because what she did there was amazing. She turned the 8-22 team around to 22-8 in a year, AP National Coach of the Year. She did great things there, and for her, I think to do that and to give herself the opportunity to move to a conference like the ACC and do the same type of things with young teams and turning stuff around, I think it's probably really important to her that we won that game and we did something.
Here we go, defense! Here we go, defense! We wanted to be able to, you know, match that intensity.
Go on, get on it! Pick it up!
And be able to come out and be ready for, you know, ready to go.
They're definitely a veteran team. They've probably been playing together, you know, most of them are juniors and seniors, so they know what they're doing and they know how to play basketball. They're fundamentally sound, so I think going into it was a matter of having a lot of preparation and knowing how to stop their players. We just had to match their physicality. They were big girls, they were tough, so we just had to make sure that, you know, we as many times as they hit us, we hit them twice as much, so we would kind of discourage them from trying to do anything.
Can't believe how physical it is. I don't think I could mention just one player on this roster. I say collectively as a team, the toughness that we played with, but just so many storylines really when you talk about, you know, Kim Rogers and the toughness she played with, rebounding the basketball for us, scoring, defending, brought a level of intensity.
Being aggressive and being physical is like, it's one of the most important parts of the game. If somebody comes across you and thinks they can intimidate you or push you around, I think you're done for in basketball and in any competitive setting.
Lynetta and Yemi did a tremendous job defensively on their bigs.
Yes! Way to rebound!
I promise you it will be even more physical in the second half. Anch has one black eye, you know, maybe we should go for a second.
Well, got a little elbow there.
All right, keep being tough. Keep being tough.
Anji's eye is going to be probably pretty black and swollen tomorrow, so that just shows just how physical this game was, and for her to be able to take that and keep playing just shows how tough she is.
Be able to hold such a solid team like Minnesota to 45 points, a team that has a lot of veterans, a lot of scorers, and I just thought that we played with a level of toughness tonight.
Yeah! Nice job. Keep running. They are tired. They are tired. You keep pushing.
Was pretty exciting to be able to see.
Good stop. Good stop.
I mean, this is when you get bragging rights, right, after the game. I mean, that is a good, solid win. I mean, they're picked third in the Big Ten. And I mean, that was a convincing game. You will not see a more physical team than what you just played there. So remember that. I mean, you outmatched it. Punch for punch, blow for blow, hold screen, black eye,
Beauty mark.
Tremendous job. Right now, we are a team that is showing some great moments, and we're continuing to make steady improvements within this process. And it's so positive, so encouraging, very rewarding to be able to see these moments that our team is slowly but surely coming together.
1, 2, 3, family.
It is collectively forming us as one unit, as one team, and it's helping us build within this season.